guys like the lighting? Does it look okay? I hope it looks okay. I bought a new ring light and I hope it is cool. That's probably why you'll see like a ring in my glasses, like that. Yeah. Hey everyone, welcome back to Wanderlust Books, and today I'm going to be doing my February haul of the month. So I know it's only about the middle of February, but I don't plan on buying any more books really, so I will just have the books that I bought recently in February, and I do have one that's pre-ordered for the end of the month, but I'll just say that near the end to let you guys know what's going to happen. So the first book I bought in February is pretty obvious because I talked about it already a few times on my channel, and that is The Mime Order by Samantha Shannon. This came out January 27th, but I got it a few days later, so it came in February. Yes, this is the second book to the Bone Season 7 book series, and I'm hoping to get to this in February. The next book I bought in February that I got in the mail a few days ago is Invaded by Melissa Landers. This is the second book to the Alienated series. It is about aliens, and these two people on the cover are in love, and this guy's an alien, this girl's a human, and you know how it goes. So the pre-order book that's coming in the mail later this month is Salt and Stone by Victoria Scott. This is the second book in the series. I've already talked about it a lot on this channel because it's come up very frequently in my videos because I had a lot of videos that would come to the books I'm probably going to read in February. So today I went to a book sale in my town, and the books were $1 for paperbacks and $2 for hardbacks. And so I went to this book sale last year and I ended up getting like 30 books, but this year it wasn't as great as I anticipated, and I only got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books from the book. So the first book that I actually picked up was 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. I've already read this book. I read it probably my junior year in high school, and that was like 4 years ago. I really just wanted a copy of this because it was one of the first books I read in high school that really got me back into reading and YA fiction. The second book that I ended up picking up was The Graveyard book by Neil Gaiman. I haven't read this book. I really wanted to. I really mostly want to read the graphic novel, and I do know that they have it at my library. So I'm hoping to pick this up somewhat soon and then read the graphic novel, and I will compare both of them in a video hopefully. So the next book I picked up was pretty much an impulse buy, and I really wanted to read it when I was watching this show at the time, but I don't know if I'm going to pick it up really anytime soon, and that is The 9 Lives of Chloe King. That really messed up my white balance, and I really liked this show. I thought it was pretty cute. It wasn't the best show in the world, but I still want to know what happens in it because it did get canceled. So this has about 2 volumes in it, I think. I'm pretty sure this is a few volume book, so that kind of looks interesting. I got another book that came out last year, or no, I got another book that came out a few years ago. This is actually an ARC, which I didn't really want to buy because you're not supposed to buy ARCs, but it was only $1 because it was paperback. So that is Invisibility by Andrea Kramer and David Levitin. These are the authors of the Nightshade series and the Everyday book. I loved both those books, and I think they're both really great authors, and I don't know anything about this book. Yeah, I don't know anything about it, and it doesn't have... Oh yeah, it says about Stephen used to be invisible. He was born that way. Elizabeth sometimes wishes to be invisible, and Elizabeth moves to New York. Stephen and Elizabeth meet. It kind of reminds me of Everyday, where the dude has some type of problem with him, and then there's a girl and they fall in love probably. Kind of reminds me of that. So another book I bought was kind of a random buy, and I don't really know if I'll like it or if I'll get to it really anytime soon, but I think the cover and the name pretty much caught my eye, and that is Killer Pizza by Greg Taylor. This book is about, ooh, there's a bookmark in it from a football player. Interesting. This book is about a guy that wants to become a chef, and he goes to work at this place called Killer Pizza, and it turns out that the pizza killer is a monster hunting organization, and so they are learning how to make pizzas but also hiding from terrifying monsters. It's a whole other story still, but Toby quits Killer Pizza and will monsters take over his town. So Toby pretty much becomes a monster killer dude working at this Killer Pizza place, and I really liked this cover. I thought it was really cute, and the first thing I saw was the spine, and I was like, that looks interesting. The back also is pretty cool, and inside looks like a greasy pizza box, and the pages are really flimsy and they're not as stiff, and so I think it's pretty cool. What does the outside look like? Oh, it just looks like that. Anyway, I don't know when I'll get this book. It just sounded weird and interesting, and I kind of wanted it, so I bought it, and it was only $2, so whatever. So the last book, the last hardcover and novel I bought, you can see, is Graceling. And I've been wanting to read this book for a while now. I've been kind of in a fantasy kick, and the Peruse Project, Reagan, was doing a fantasy video, and I saw that she talked about Graceling. I know she's talked about Graceling a lot and how much she liked it. And I wanted to pick this up when I was in high school, but I never got around to it, and so I'm hoping to get the chance to read Graceling. So the last book I picked up was actually a graphic novel nonetheless, and I was really trying to find graphic novels and comics when I was there, but they didn't really have any, and I accidentally stumbled upon this one when I was in the young adult section, and it is DG the Doppelganger Chronicles by G.P. Taylor. So I thought this looked really interesting. The artwork itself was pretty cool looking. It has storyline and art, so I thought that was pretty cool. It says on the back that it is a new C.S. Lewis book and hotter than Harry Potter, so I will be the judge of that. So that's pretty much everything I have for this video and all the books I've already bought in February. It is only February 12th, so I will let you know if there's any more books that I bought in February, possibly in my March wrap up, or just in general. I don't really plan on buying any other books this month. I do plan on actually buying Yes Please by Amy Poehler, because I was actually really trying to find that when I was at the book sale, but they didn't really have it, and I understand why. I've been on a Parks and Rec marathon, and I just really want to read her books, and I'm probably going to buy that later today actually, and hopefully get it in the mail in a few days. So that's pretty much everything I have for this video. Please let me know if there's any books that you read this month or that you bought this month that sound really cool, and I would love to know, because I always love to know about new books. Bye!